Good evening, everyone. It's your host tonight. I'm hosting. Bryan is hosting. Nice to see you. It's been a long time. We've had some changes go on. We're on our little 75 journey together. And I think that we kind of looked at each other, and we're like, we should be promoting our, that, but also just all we've been going through. I think that we're leading with authenticity, I think, is our new kind of deal, and this is us. So I came up with an idea that I was reading this morning, and I came up with 5 questions that I want to ask Stephanie. She doesn't know what they are.
I know nothing.
And then next week or whatever, whenever we do it next, we should really set a date of what we do, weekly or whatever, bi-weekly.
So the next time will
so
be.
She'll ask me, and
turn.
so this is all off guard. She had no idea what this is. I don't even really remember what I thought of this morning. We meant to do it a little earlier, but
we had a date day.
Which is another good topic. I mean, what do we call them?
Delmonico days.
Delmonico days. I think we heard one of your friends had Delmonico steaks were on sale. Bless you. Loudest sneezer ever. She's working on it, though. She really is making concerted effort to not be the loudest sneezer in the world. Oh my gosh. And it scares you.
I feel like we've been laughing all day today, which is a good thing. I felt, right? What did we do today? We could talk about it quickly. We called it Delmonico Day, right?
Right. I was in the middle of my story. She distracted
Startled.
So your friend told us that Delmonico steaks were on sale at Price Chopper, and it turned into us going like that. We had a date day.
And we ended up calling it a Delmonico Day because we ended up going and getting the Delmonico steaks for dinner, and Bryan cooked them.
Hey,
that's what he's trying to say.
Hey, if we were ever gonna come up with fake names or whatever, hey, Donny Delmonico and Judy Delmonico. Delmonico be our last name.
So now we call our dates
Delmonico days. Hey, babe, we need a Delmonico day. So and they're great. And we what did we do?
Hiking.
Beacon.
I fell down.
So did I, for the record.
I peed my pants.
I squished a little tub of cucumbers in my backpack.
A brand new Carhartt bag.
That was good.
Him.
So
yeah,
pretty eventful. We realized a lot of stuff.
We're going through stuff.
We're
of ourselves, not with each other.
Yes.
Think. It's more individualized.
Yeah.
I started therapy again.
I've been out of work for 2 months with a shoulder injury. So we got
These people are like. Anyway, go ahead.
I know. How long you got? Because we got a pretty big laundry list. But listen, we know that everybody else got a laundry list. That's plain and simple. Everybody's got a laundry list of shit that's going on. So are we gonna? You want to start with? You want to go right to the questions?
Yeah, let's go. I'm freaking out.
I mean, we could talk about.
No, I have. That was what we came on here for.
Oh,
to do the questions.
All right. So. Anything else you want to tell them?
Little anxiety of this. I don't even know.
I don't know either. I think that getting caught off guard is tough. All right. What's one thing you wish you could shake everyone and tell them? Like everyone in the world.
Ooh. This would be including myself too.
Yeah, like
I think.
Maybe something that we've learned.
What I'm about to say.
Yeah, of course.
Just love yourself and give yourself grace.
Yeah. Nobody really seems to love themselves.
Yeah.
It's hard to do.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
I nitpick everything about me. Most of it is body dysmorphia. I think I struggle with.
I mean, yes.
A lot of women do. It's hormonal.
Hey, men do too, though.
Yeah,
right?
you're right.
Right.
But
go ahead. Yeah.
But I think I'm learning through this 75-day challenge that I'm doing It's hard. Like, I read the high five theory. I still have not been able to give myself a high five in the mirror. Yeah. I know. It's hard. I struggle with, like, truly loving every part of myself, I think. So I think if I could shake it into everybody and it could really simmer in and marinate with people, it would be that. To just truly love yourself and give yourself grace. Because we're really hard on one another. Yeah. And we're hard on each other.
Yeah, everybody has these preconceived notions of what it should be or what someone should look like, and it's really
I think really, honestly, I don't ever remember feeling like this growing up. I think social media has a huge part of this.
Yeah, it's scary.
So the book I just finished, excuse me, was Girl Wash Your Face. I read it a while ago, but it never really meant anything when I read it the first time, and now it like really meant something. And it was saying how oh my goodness, I just lost my train of thought.
You blacked out? That happens. We got a lot of things.
What were we just
we got a lot of things churning.
We were just saying.
Girl, wash your hands.
Yeah, but I forgot. That's bad.
It's been a day, all right? But yes, you need to love yourself. Because I was thinking about let them theory too. So.
Well, that too, but I'm trying to think what I was trying to get at. I'm sorry.
I'm sure it'll come to you at a more inconvenient time later in this whole thing. We'll go.
But she talks a lot about like really loving yourself and not being so hard on yourself, right? Like not putting so much pressure on yourself, and how she struggled with body dysmorphia, but she was eating, like she was using her stress and anxiety and emotions and her childhood trauma from like she was like binge eating, but then she was trying every diet under the sun, and then like she would lose 10 pounds and then she would gain it all back. When she was done, she would try another diet, and like nothing ever worked. So she just decided that she wasn't going to put so much pressure on herself to do diets. She was just going to do the right thing and eat the right foods and exercise and just be normal and still enjoy those foods.
It's such a tough. I mean, I personally struggle with this bad, right? I'm very like food is a way out for me. So I'm trying through this whole 75 hard for me. It's tracking calories and actually seeing like I've overeaten for all of my life. Like if you're supposed to be at 3,000 calories, I'd have 5,000 calories, or just the amount of cheese and craziness. But yes,
the
changing
portions, I think, are big for us. Like even me, the freaking portion control for pasta.
And to really actually like, okay, like that's 500 calories.
We went out to dinner tonight, and I think the serving size of that rice probably like 3 servings.
Like a cup and a half. I don't know. Wow. I don't know, but but yes. I'm trying to change the relationship with food for me. Food, I can go in there. I'll let her go to sleep, and then I'll go in there and I'll have a little bit of scoop of peanut butter, and I'll make something, or, I've changed it into healthy, but now it's kind of like I almost need to kind of, hey, stop eating. But here's the thing. Like, back to the original point, is you need to give yourself grace. You're okay. You're beautiful the way you are.
Yeah.
No matter how, you've all had things go on and situations to put you where you are today, and you did the best you can do.
I think it makes me a little sad too that I can't 100% feel that way, because I want my daughter to feel that way. Our daughters, right?
Yeah.
Like, how am I going to be a role model to them if I'm not feeling 100% confident?
Yeah, and I think a lot of that you just have to lead by example with your kids. I mean, I think you can't say, hey, do that. Like I'm very good at you should do this, you should do that. But like if I'm not doing that, then they're not going to be like, well, you don't do it, right? Like they're very aware to, if they see us scaling things out and eating more greens, and it'll set in eventually, right? It can't always be chicken nuggets and mac and cheese, like so. I don't know, but yes, I don't know where we.
No, I'm just saying, like I think if I was to shake, it would be that. I think. And I'm not saying men, but I feel like women struggle with this more often than men. I think a lot has to do with hormones and our bodies changing after we have children. and it's harder to lose the baby weight, and and then postpartum, there's so many things that come into it's wild to me. And
I'm never gonna not say that. Yeah, women it's not easy for sure.
And I am super healthy right now. I think I'm the healthiest. I've been a little bit better, but like super healthy, right? I struggle with cellulite. Struggle. Bryan likes it, but
I like it all, baby.
But I am so hard on myself. I look in the mirror and it's the first thing I notice.
Right.
First thing.
Yeah, my stomach that I can't seem to lose, that I've already, you know what I mean? I was 300 and whatever. I was a big boy.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is this 75-day hard challenge has helped me. It really has. I'm not so hard on myself. I'm not. I'm getting better. I'm loving myself more. I'm loving reading and being more present, and just, you know, I feel like it's helping my relationship with Juliana and Kaylee and Bryan and my family. Like, it's just come a long way. So anyway, give yourself grace.
Give yourself grace.
Right. Give yourself
We'll lead into the next question because I think
we're gonna ramble.
I think I do. What's something you realized lately that had a major impact on you in your life? Like something in the past, or like, you know, I'm thinking it because I have had that. Like I'm realizing kind of, you know, as I'm trying to help my daughter with school, like I'm realizing the traumatic effects of how I was helped. I would sit at the kitchen table and it would always get yelling and screaming, and it was never fun. So,
all right. So I think it goes back to weight. I think I had a grandmother, my dad's mom, who was tough on us, or me. And I remember as a kid, I was a little bit heavier, and she would always come over to me and like grab my side or say, "Stop eating. You're getting a little heavy, or you're getting a little." Yeah. And I noticed that like Juliana is growing up, and she's putting on the weight, like she's just growing. And I'm not like that, but I'll say like cover your belly, or like maybe you should wear a different shirt, you know, like put a different shirt on. So I think I have like maybe childhood trauma from that.
Maybe? What do you mean maybe?
Yeah, like I
for
think,
sure.
Yeah, I think I struggle. Like that's one thing I've noticed especially during this challenge, is
everyone who could be listening to this has childhood trauma.
Yeah, for sure. It's just
I'm realizing that I've packed it all away, and that's, you know what I mean? Like that's just what it was. That's all we know is how our parents kind of raised us, and that's what, you know. So you bury it all. I'm realizing that it's like, oh shit. Like I thought I've been doing therapy for 4 years, 5 years, and it's like, oh no, I'm in another wormhole of like things that I'm digging up that I didn't really like process, and like, ooh, why is my relationship with food so weird? Like, why is my sister having issues with her food? You know what I mean? Like it all kind of works out. So
yeah,
I think the natural progression of parenting is that we instill kind of what we know is from our parents. I mean, and trying to sift out any sort of bad stuff that they might have instilled in us, but it's not all. It's a lot of good, but it's also some bad things too.
But
and we're gonna change it.
I wanted to shout out Shay, Bryan's sister, because we were on the phone. We FaceTime her often, and she was on the phone in the night. It's always gonna stick with me now, and I feel like I'm always thinking about it. But she said every generation gets better. We only help in a way. What did she exactly say? That we will only every generation.
Our job is to get better,
better
than the last generation, right? Because we know,
yeah,
right?
It's true. Like we're learning from our past and our childhood not to do, but we're gonna screw it up, and then they'll fix it, right? Then Juliana and Kaylee will take that, and they'll be like, "Well, my parents did this."
Exactly. Yeah.
So I think as every generation gets better. I do.
As long as you make right, I feel like that.
But you have to do the work.
Right, it's a cognitive, like there has to be a realization, right? I don't think unless you start working on yourself, you have to be cognizant of that. But yeah, we're also 70 years old.
We drink
Friday night. This is Friday night, our Delmonico days. All right, you want to do another question here?
Yeah.
Okay. Whew.
Oh gosh.
This is a tough one. Why do you feel like you're not enough? I'm not saying that you think that also.
I don't know. I feel like I am enough.
Love that.
I don't think I can answer. I don't.
That's how you feel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't.
I feel like that's a tough question.
I feel like I'm enough. I'm in a really good place in my life where I can actually say that with like being so authentic.
I love that. That makes me excited.
What about you?
I don't know. I think that we like kind of what leaked over in the first question. Like we put so much. There's so much pressure to be perfect. There's so much pressure that maybe our parents instilled in us or people around us have, or we kind of compare ourselves. I think comparison is really what, we all get sick of and kind of in that trap of like, well, I'm not where I should be and I'm 36 and I don't have this much money and, blah, 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 blah. But like in reality, it's everyone's on their own journey. And sometimes, we get in a comparison kind of whirlwind. Where
yeah, I don't think that makes you not. Maybe it wouldn't make me feel not enough.
It makes me feel not enough for sure.
Yeah,
but that's why
I can't say the same because I know our journey is only beginning.
Right.
We're 36 and 37 years old.
I don't like Instagram because it's up in my face. Just things that I don't necessarily need to see. So I kind of don't. I'm kind of trying to streamline what comes into my being, so I can kind of navigate. Hey, if I want to be, you know what I mean. I don't need to. Like I need a filter, and if Instagram doesn't really help me,
I've deleted a lot of people from mine. Yeah. And pages and fitness models, and I don't care about it anymore. I used to obsess over it.
Good.
And it used to make me crazy. Yeah. And I don't.
Me too. So, yeah.
Yeah, no. So I am enough. Oh. Did you just delete them all?
I hope not.
Right there, questions.
Okay, good. What are 5 qualities you love about yourself?
Okay. My personality. I'm driven. Trustworthy. Funny. Definitely funny.
She is pretty funny. Goofy. I would say goofy.
My sister would say my personality / funny.
Just overall, like, just how you are.
And my last one is just my heart. I'm very loving. Like, I love hard.
You do.
It's a really good quality to have.
But it opens you up to
being hurt, getting hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I'm in a good place now where I know I set boundaries and I know how to maneuver that.
Yeah. I'm learning that as well.
What are your 5 qualities, babe? But wait. Can we go there? What would you say about me?
I would say all the ones that you have said. I think you're very smart. I think that you are hilarious and goofy and witty, and you have, ever since I met you, I always felt like there was like I think I definitely have told you this, like you just have like an aura. You always light up the room. You light up. I'm sure everyone's like, yeah, like Steph has her own energy, and it's something that attracts people. People are attracted to you, and I love that. I love your energy that you have. You have this like almost like blind, like this. It's wild, and I've talked about this with your sister, and it's just like you're different. You have this Or of like, I'm Stephanie and I'm here and we're living and if we're loud. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
I'm never gonna see these people again.
Yeah.
I don't really care. Yeah. I'm living life. I'm loving this moment.
And people like me and your sister, we get jealous of that. We're like, I can't, like, I'm always thinking about everybody else. I'm worried about, this person, that person. Like, hey, even in the grocery store, she just like walks through the middle. I'm like, just say excuse me. Like, I feel sometimes a little like she's maybe the line of rudeness, but it's her and she's authentically herself, and I love that, and I always admire that about you, just being able to do. Okay, no,
I love you. I love him so much.
I love him so much. Okay, Delmonico days. Get you one.
Get yourself a
Yeah, I think that it's such a good, like, I think having a little name for it is kind of cool, because then we know, like, hey, we need a Delmonico day. Like, the kids are too much, and, so. What's a new way for you that you've learned to curb your anxiety?
Honestly, lately?
Yeah.
Reading.
Honestly. Love that.
And my outside walks that I won't stop doing. I'm going to continue reading, and I'm going to continue doing an outside walk as often as I can. I won't be as crazy maybe if I cannot get it in one day, but I will. I might.
Walks
I might. Yeah, our walks are.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it has to be as strict, but yeah.
Yeah, even if it's just 20 minutes, half hour.
But it's good for us. Like, we go, yeah, it's like, I think that the walks are.
They really help my anxiety.
Yeah, reading is good too. Yeah. Oh, I know. I think that this world is there's so many things to numb you from actually thinking and reading and, well, really walking.
That's part of the book. I want him to read it's a very.
She hits my head.
It's a very feminine book. Does it mean
I'm not scared.
But okay.
Who's the one who told you about Mel Robbins?
Yeah, I'm obsessed with Mel
Your
Robbins.
boy. So I can listen, it's not, self-help isn't more female. Like, that's what I don't like. I don't like that shit.
But I'm saying this book.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
It's to moms. Yeah. Everything's mom and a mother and a female. But anyway, the last two chapters, chapter 17 and 18, I think there's 3 and last chapter. So it's 17, 18, 19. So 17 is about, so she talks about how every chapter was a lie. Like, she believes something, and then at the end it says how she worked her way through it. Like, what did she do to not believe that lie? So one of the lies was that she needed food. And it talked about her addiction to food, like legit addicted to food, and how she would binge eat, and how it would make her feel so good if she just had one Oreo. And then she's like, well, I already had 1. I might as well just have 4. I already had 4. Okay, I'm going to have 6. Like, I'm already screwed up now. So that, and then the last
hits home.
one,
I
know that's why I want him to read it.
Big binge
but
guy.
Then the chapter 18 is I need a drink. And
could use a Casamigos.
I don't miss it. I don't. I really, really don't. And you know what? I masked a lot of my emotions and anxieties and everything in alcohol. And I'm not saying I'm not going to drink again. I'm going to casually drink, but like, I was legit like drinking a bottle of wine, like stupidly.
Yeah, I think that.
And then feeling like shit the next morning, and not being present, and don't remembering with the kids what time they went to bed. Like, I know that sounds like I'm an alcoholic, but like I was scared. Like,
I think that there's a social thing with alcohol that is exciting, right? Like, you can you get a little tipsy, you're starting to open up, you're taking down the walls that you would normally have, and that's fun.
Yeah,
but then you get
different for me.
Yeah, and people have different, different relationship with food, they have different relationship with drinking.
Yeah, mine was different.
That's what I think. Like, when I'm having a Casamigos, I never drank
like that before.
Right. I'm not blacking out. Like,
I wasn't blacking out, but I was like, I blacked out twice.
Well, yeah, okay.
And I wasn't that proud of it.
Well, and listen.
And it makes me feel like shit.
I've been blacked out for sure.
And one of the nights was Juliana's birthday. I had friends over.
Hey, it is what it is. We learned from it, right?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you don't need a drink, right? Correct. You don't need a drink.
Well, we're learning that now. I mean, it's kind of...
Like, she would come home and her day would get her anxious, and then the kids would drive her crazy, and she's like, I need a drink. Like, it was mental for her. Like, need, it flips the switch in your brain.
That's how you're handling the stressful...
It's like, no, instead of that, I'm going to not drink, and I'm going to go play with the kids, or we're going to find a healthier habit. Right. So that's one thing I definitely have taken away from this. 100% is, like, I don't need a drink. Like, I feel so, like, it feels so good to just go to people, and, like, I feel like people look at us when we go out to restaurants and they ask, what can I get you to drink? And we've been saying, like, water. And they're like, oh.
Well, I think
like, even tonight,
it's the waitress, like, oh, right? The larger the tip, the larger the bill, the more the tip, but yeah.
But anyway,
and we're noticing
it doesn't bother me.
Out too,
but that, like, in the beginning, I was like, oh, it's like weird, like, we're not drinking, like, we're like the outcasts. But we sat next to 6 women tonight, and they all ordered water, Pepsi, and iced tea. And that's the new thing. People are just trying to slow down on it. It really is like you mask your emotions and your anxieties in it.
It's not just alcohol. It's TV. It's Instagram.
She was saying that too.
Scrolling. It's all 100%. Everything is to try to numb the noise from your reality of your life.
You want to read? You have to read these chapters. You literally just hit it.
I'm gonna read the chapters. Okay. And yeah, so that's it. We're gonna, and she's gonna do that to me. I'm probably gonna be. I don't know. I take a little bit longer to process things, so you're gonna have to wait. You know, it might take a little bit for me. At least that's my anxieties.
I hope you have an hour to 2 hours.
Yeah, because I can ramble on.
It's okay.
It better be.
But anyway, we were happy to get back on here because.
Yeah, we're gonna try to. I think
we were ready for bed. It's 9:11.
She's shut. You think we're gonna stop? She's gonna post this and then she's going to bed.
No, we went out to dinner tonight, and I was like, "Can I at least take my makeup?" I actually put makeup on tonight. I was like, "Can I at least take my makeup off?" He's like, "No, let's go."
Look at my hair.
I know we kind of look. I mean, I threw on this t-shirt, but I did look nice tonight. We both looked
beautiful.
Great.
Yeah, it is nice to be able to share that time with you. Just be authentic with ourselves. Went into Beacon. Beacon's beautiful.
We love Beacon. Just the Beacon school district is not that great. But we're looking maybe for a rental.
Mm-hmm. You never know. You open yourself up to possibilities and they will come, right?
Yeah. We're going to buy all the houses. Just rent them out to all of you. Get ready.
Slumlord over here. No. But all right, everybody.
All right, that's it.
Yes, everybody have a great week.
Get to bed. Get some sleep.
Sleep.
Eat.
Hydrate.
Nutritionist food.
And if you want to start 75 hard, I don't think you'll regret it.
Oh my God, everybody needs. We need a whole episode on 75 Day Hard.
I think we do as well.
I really, really do.
Yeah.
I think that's what my questions are gonna be based around, so that we can talk about it.
Okay.
Everyone needs to do it, and I think that will be our next episode, is what it's doing for us. And we kind of talked about that, and what it will continue
Let's
to
do it right now. No, I'm joking.
You ready? I'm going to bed.
Yeah. It's late. Bye.